everybody. Welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming. My name is Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're back with more Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
That's right, I can just, like, freaking hang on to the walls now. So I don't have to, like, juggle myself while I'm trying to fight enemies. Oh, hello. Where'd that one come from? I was just there.
Spam attack is so nice.
Anyway, so that's where I'm supposed to go. I don't see anything that looks like it goes there, really.
Yeah, that's weird.
Unless there's something with, like, this thing that might help me out. So, I think I'm gonna try and work my way up there.
Okay. Okie dokie.
But meanwhile, we'll have plenty of time to just kind of talk about whatever.
Talk about whatever. Yeah, what the heck's going on? I don't even know what's going on in anything. I mean, we're kind of at war. The government's sort of shut down. All of this will be completely obsolete by the time this is released.
Probably.
Oh, Pokemon or Nintendo or Game Freak or whatever lost a court case because they were trying to. We talked about it on the show in a different playthrough. Like, they were trying to patent the game mechanic of, like, you get a monster and you fight with it. I mean, basically that's it. That's what they were trying to patent, and it got shut down. So it's very good for gaming that did not go through, because, like, I just feel like competition encourages innovation and, like, better games. And the quality of it, this is my opinion, the quality of Pokemon games has been going down quite a bit. So maybe if they have some competition, which they do, there's been, like, I don't know if you heard, there's like 2 games that are, like, very similar that are coming out. And so, yeah, I mean, if they have competition now, maybe they'll get in gear a little bit and we can get better Pokemon games. And it's like they seem like maybe they're kind of trying to give up on the turn-based thing, but I don't really know if that's a good idea. And, like, Final Fantasy kind of did the same thing where they're like, nah, turn-based. Nobody wants turn-based combat. It's like, well, look at Expedition 33 and I mean, there's a huge audience for turn-based. I mean, your entire audience that likes Pokemon likes it with turn-based, and then you're saying people don't like it. It's like the biggest earning franchise of all time. I mean, it's okay to try new things, but what I think they should try also, like, sorry, I'm just, like, talking a lot. You said what's going on now. I'm just going off. What I think, oh, well, it's,
yeah. I was surprised to see a scene like that in the middle of seemingly random exploration.
What I think they should do is something like Expedition 33 or Mario RPG or Mario and Luigi series, which is, like, timed hits. So don't go to what they did in Z8, whatever the newest one that came out, I don't even know what it's called, where it's all real-time just spamming attacks. They should do timed stuff. So, like, when your Pokemon attacks, you have to hit A at the right timing, or hold it, or tap it 5 times, and then it helps you
So with
block or attack.
with the newest Pokemon game, actually, the newest mainline one anyway that I saw, it looks like an active battle system, but there are like cooldowns for the moves.
Okay.
So you can't necessarily just spam the same move over and over.
Yeah, I mean, just like, you just have an attack that you're trying to use as much as you possibly can, so you're just like, okay, I have not played it, by the way, this is just what I heard. You're just like, okay, I use that attack, and I wait for the cooldown, and then I just use it again, and I just keep going, and I use all my other attacks while I'm waiting for the cooldown for the one I really want, kind of a thing. But again, I didn't play it, so yeah, I don't know for sure that that's like how it is. But what I like, and Nintendo, you should just do what I like, is the and they already do it in the Mario and Luigi RPGs, which I have other problems with, but I just don't really like them. But I do like that part where it's a turn-based system, but you have to also have, if you want to have good attacks and good blocks, you need to time your hits and much. So.
You know what would be a perfect thing for, I mean, not Pokemon, but for like Square Enix, maybe, to do that would lean into that style of combat?
Yeah.
If they were to publish a remake of Legend of Dragoon.
Ah, I have not played that. What is that like?
So, the way the battle system works in that game is that you actually, there's like a certain timing with which you need to land your attacks in order to get like the most out of each move.
Okay, so that sounds like similar. Is it like Expedition 33 kind of in that way?
I haven't actually seen much of Expedition 33 to know, but it's like you pick a move and then, you know, your character goes up to start attacking and stuff, and then right before you get there, you'll see like sort of almost a dial thing with you know, something moving along the dial that tells you when you need to time your attacks.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, they need that.
Okay.
It's almost like you pick the attack you want to do, and then there's like a mini quick time event, almost like that.
Yeah. I suppose it could be described that way for Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah. They need, I mean, it's the perfect, like, I don't know, go-between, like, real-time and turn-based, where you still get the strategy of turn-based, but you also have to be, you know, you have to time stuff the right way.
Hey, I found a life cell. More health for Ori.
Yay.
Okay, but where am I even trying to get? Oh, I passed up where I was trying to get. Whoopsie.
It's okay. And the Mario and Luigi thing, I tried to get into those games, but I don't like how, like, so basically the way those work, if you haven't played it, is Mario is A, Luigi is B, always, through the whole game. And so you're like, you pick an attack for Mario and it's always A, you pick an attack for Luigi and it's always B, and you just have to like remember when you're pressing A, you're only controlling Mario, when you're pressing B, you're only controlling Luigi. And it's like, there's no reason to do that in the turn-based game. Like, I don't know, I don't like having dedicated buttons for characters and you can't use those buttons for anything else, and it's just weird. I don't know. I don't like it. my problem with Mario and Luigi games. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. And then they even went further, and in one of the sequels, they have Mario and Luigi, and then Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, and they have their own dedicated buttons. So you have like 4 different characters with 4 different dedicated buttons. It's just like, I do not like it. I'm sorry. I wish I could get into it. And it's supposed to be the successor to Mario RPG, although you could argue Paper Mario is the successor. But I do like the Paper Mario series. I'm getting like way too deep into this conversation with myself. But if you have a favorite Nintendo RPG or comments about the Pokemon situation, let us know.
I gained an ability point, but I don't think I think I need 2 ability points to actually do much of anything here.
Okay.
Yeah, this area. This is the one from, like, I want to say right around part 3 or 4 of this game where I just had the hardest time getting through all of it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because there was this thing.
Yeah.
And I still don't know if I really have the ability to break that thing.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I've got the charge thing. That doesn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Trying to remember
weird.
what other abilities I even have. Charge flame, double jump, bash. I mean, maybe if I was able to bash something into it.
Like the ball? I don't know.
Yeah, so like do that better.
Yeah.
Pick a better angle for it. Come here. Hey, yeah, that'll work.
Nice job.
Yay for brains.
Brain power. Nice, and that's what opens that. All right.
I'm gonna make a save point here. Never mind. It says there's an enemy nearby.
It all makes sense now.
Ow.
And
Trying to
people who
get
played
rid of
this
the
game,
I already made a save point down there. Okay. Or,
people who
soul
played this
link, I
game
guess is
before are
what they
probably
call it.
just like, finally.
Okay, well now that that's there, I definitely could make some progress.
Yes.
Just gotta try to make sure I don't get hit by this thing. Especially the big laser.
Boom.
Okay. This way. Okay.
Is this technically an indie game? I don't know who made this. It must be a small studio.
Yeah, I think this fits in the indie game category. It definitely was not like a big name developer.
Okay.
And it turns out this just has a built-in save point. Where I really wanted to try to go is over that way, so I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, I know what else happened in the kind of the new gaming news. Valve. So for a long time, people were wanting Valve to come out with their development tools so they could make like the new engine or whatever. And what Valve did instead is, do you know Gary's Mod?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of familiar with it. Why did it record a clip there?
I know sometimes that happens to me.
It just randomly happens now. Very weird. Anyway.
So basically, the way I understand it, the guy who made Gary's mod worked on basically a super beginner-friendly game maker that kind of functions like Gary's mod. It was like built off of Gary's mod originally, but they heavily modified it. And what it does is you can make like games and stuff sort of like you would in Gary's mod, except then you can make it a fully executable file, which means you can release it on the Steam store as its own game. So like, and that's released April 28th, so it might come out before then. But yeah, basically you can make fully functional independent games with this Gary's mod-esque system, which means lots of non-technical people are going to be able to make games, basically. So I don't know, we'll see some interesting stuff come from that, and possibly a lot of indie stuff. And who knows, maybe I'll try my I've been meaning to make like an actual game for so long, and every time I just get, you know, I don't actually finish it. So maybe this will finally help me make what I want. It's hard. Making games is hard. For me, it's the art. Like, I can't make the sprites easily, and like I get the basic game engine down, and then it's like, okay, time to get the art, and it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do it. It takes forever, and then I'm just like, I'm done. I don't have enough time for this. So I have like multiple game engines done that just are missing art. That's my GitHub, my personal GitHub is just full of that. Let's see. Yeah, we could get into the passage of the day, I think. This is a good time.
Sure.
I'm gonna read Matthew 6. How long do I want to go? I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do this whole section. It's a little long, but it's just so good. I heard it in a while. Okay, so yeah, this is Matthew 6, 25 through 34. And it's about worrying. Do not worry. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And I feel like people like quote just parts of that, which is so like easy, and I don't criticize anyone for doing that, because like there's just so much wisdom in every part of that passage. like, you know, seek first his kingdom and righteousness, and then all of these things will be given to you as well. There's almost like this, you know, we all know that, you know, just if you're a good Christian, that does not mean you're going to have an easy life and get stuff from it. But this basically is saying, if you seek God's kingdom, like, you'll be taken care of. You'll have the basics. You're not going to starve. You're not going to, you know, be without. You will have what you need. God will provide it in one way or another. And I do feel like that's true. I mean, you look at all the missionaries that go everywhere with almost nothing, and they figure it out. They, one way or another, they have what they need to finish their mission, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And then, yeah, like I said, there's advice for us. You know, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has trouble of its own. So true. Very difficult words to follow, but man, just packed with wisdom. Yeah, I don't even know what to say because it mostly just speaks for itself, really. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, like you kind of said, we do have a tendency to worry about the future, whether it be, you know, in our own immediate circumstances or, you know, just more broadly for what's going on in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, even just not our own lives. There's a lot
like,
of stuff.
I mean, how many of us, when we were, you know, like in high school or something like that, got worried about a test that was coming up, or, you know, high school drama or whatever it might have been?
Yeah.
But,
I've also started to... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. But, you know, the point kind of is that, you know, ultimately, God's got it. Whatever's going on. And really, if we take our worries to him, then that frees us to, like, not feel like it depends on us. We're not then, like, you know, under an obligation to perform or, you know, again, it takes so much weight off of us because we're not having to do it ourselves, essentially.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah. I liked how you said, not just about our own lives, because I have, like, recently tried to not worry so much about, like, global geopolitical stuff and war and, like, is the U.S. in trouble? Are we going to get attacked? People are always like, is there terror cells that are going to, you know, awaken and attack churches and stuff like that? And it's like, you know what? That is not in my control, and it doesn't help me to worry about it. It doesn't help anybody else. It doesn't help my family to see me worry about stuff like that. So, you know, that kind of stuff is just totally out of my control, and I just leave it to God. You know, and we haven't seen that really happen. I mean, there's been a couple instances, but for the most part, people just worry and it doesn't happen. You know, not that it won't happen, but it's just totally out of our control. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do to control what, like, our country does or our president or what other countries do in their governments. And I mean, besides voting, of course you can vote, but other than that, it's out of our hands.
Yeah, and then also to go back to some of the wording from the passage, it's like, or maybe just something. I forget if the, tomorrow will bring its own worries was part of what you actually read, or that was just something you were adding to it. But yeah,
no,
like,
it was.
Yeah, like, you've been through today. Today had its own trouble. You really expect tomorrow is not going to also have some troubles for you? Like,
yeah.
Rather than bring tomorrow's worry into today, just like, I mean, yeah, there's stuff that it helps to try and be prepared for, but that's like, oh shoot, there was, I forget if I read it here, but there was something from, I want to say Second Chronicles, where it was like a really good balance between being prepared, but then also like letting God handle things too.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the approach to take. It's like, all right, if you know that there's action steps to be taken to prepare, feel free to do those.
Yeah.
But like also recognize there's stuff that you can't account for.
Right.
So like don't necessarily just put it all on yourself and your own preparation. If it really is that big of a concern to you, take it to God.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Okay, well, I went all this way and just found out that there's something else I need to get. Figures. And that means I still have no idea how I'm supposed to get to where I really need to go. There's no obvious, like, I drop something or break something kind of, kind of area. Suppose I haven't been down to this little section here, so I doubt that's more than just whatever pickup is there, though. There's also a bunch of stuff there. I don't know. We might have to look this up in between recordings, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Because
It's
otherwise,
all good.
None of this really makes much sense. Well, I definitely need to head to the right to some extent.
See, Matt, it's just like the passage. Don't worry. We got this. We're going to figure it out. Although this could be included in today's problems. But still, don't worry.
Alright, well, I'm going to start working in another direction, because clearly, like, can't go any further that way.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Can I get up here, maybe? Oh, jeez. Death laser. No.
Not the death laser.
Ooh, found an energy cell. Okay. Cool. But that was all I could get up in that little pocket, alcove, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm headed back over this way now. Save point.
Nice.
Okay, well, I guess that's a decent enough place to end this episode.
Oh.
We will try and figure out how we're supposed to get over there in between.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Tune in and we'll let you know what the plan is from there. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss whatever's next.
Yeah. Good discussions.
Yeah. And there might be some more of those next time too, so if you enjoy those, come back soon.
See you then.
Okay. Bye everybody.
Bye.